It's one of the most famous roads in the world, an icon of freedom and adventure. Route 66 has been immortalised in song, stories, and the dreams of riders everywhere. For me, it was more than just a ride. It was a journey through time across America and into the heart of motorcycling itself. Hey everyone, Wheel Limey here. Today I'm taking you along for one of the most epic routes I've ever done, Route 66. And it's the longest one I've ever done. From its history to its hidden gems, this ride was everything I'd hoped for and more. So, let's hit the road. Stretching nearly 2,500 miles from Chicago to Santa Monica, Route 66 is a highway frozen in time. Once the main road connecting east to west, it's now a pilgrimage for travellers and bikers chasing the spirit of the open road. Although our starting point wasn't Chicago, we headed from Lethbridge, Alberta, and down to South Dakota. The journey started in, for me, southern Alberta. From there, the plan was to head to Sturgis in South Dakota, and then head over to Amarillo in Texas, then New Mexico, Arizona, and finally California. But as every biker knows, the best adventures rarely go according to plan. The first few days were a mix of nostalgia and excitement. Passing through small towns, I could almost hear the echoes of classic cars and roadside diners bustling with travellers from a different era. Although we didn't stop at the Cadillac Ranch, we did see it from the highway. We were time watching so we could get to our next destination, which was the Big Texan in Amarillo. All I can say is the steak is to die for. The best steak I have ever tasted. Going along the Arizona desert, this part of the ride felt endless. But there's something magical about being alone on the road with nothing but your bike and the horizon. One of my favourite moments was riding through the desert at sunset. The colours, the silence, it's something you can't describe, you can only experience. Route 66 isn't just a road, it's a symbol of freedom, adventure, and the timeless allure of the journey itself. Riding it made me feel connected to the countless travellers who've chased their dreams down this highway. For me, Route 66 was about more than the miles or the destinations. It was about rediscovering why we ride, not for the speed or the thrill, but for the stories, the connections, and the moments that stay with you long after the engine stops. This adventure made me realise there's so much of North America that I will never ever see. Route 66 is definitely an icon, and me being British, I'd only ever seen pictures of this magnificent road, and it's a treasure that'll stay with me forever. If you've ever dreamed of riding Route 66, just do it. The roads might not be perfect, but that's part of its charm. And it's not just about where you go, but the stories you create along the way. The only real downside or that makes me feel sad is it is an iconic route, and it's just a lot of it is just falling into disrepair. You see the old hotels, the old motels, the old bars, all that sort of thing. Some of the buildings are still there, but they're just crumbling away. It's such a sad thing to see that, you know, The age, I believe it's in 2026, I believe it's 100 years old. You'd think they'd treasure this more and maybe stop spending money to other countries for freaking wars and build your iconic history, things like that. But I'm not going to get into that because it just gets me annoyed. Okay.
What is your ultimate bucket list ride? Let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll tackle that next time. Until next time, keep the rubber side down and the spirit adventure alive. Take it easy.